Yes, get ready. Start. I am sure that the minister will look into it, and this kind of old things should not continue only because earlier it was there. Now, in the market friendly economy to which are now going, I don't think the government should fix fees for landing or hiring. It should be left to the airports authority. Madam, I would like to know from the minister as far as the National Airports Authority is concerned. Its built up capital is 600 crores of rupees. They have paid for an infrastructure which is being used by the International Airports Authority and the National Airports Authority. On what basis you are fixing these fees? 600 crores of rupees only by the National Airports Authority by way of capital and still it is in loss. Why? When did you last revise the fees? Now it is more relevant because infrastructure is made by the public sector and it would also be exploited by the private air taxi operators. As such, I would like to know from the minister on what basis you are going to take the interest of your capital plus your normal profit, say 6-7%. Only if you charge 20% of your equity capital, you will be able to give any profit. I think the fees which have been charged are very low. As such, I would like to the government to examine the aspect of charging the rental fees. Otherwise, I think hereby here, the National Airports Authority, though now it is emerged, will suffer losses. We should charge the commercial fees, otherwise, we will be giving a lot of relief to the private taxi operators. These fees should be revised. As regards the safety measures, madam, one action the government has taken is prohibiting liquor. But what about bird hit? There was one write up in the newspapers that one private taxi, after a bird hit, instead of coming back to the same airport or nearby airport, had gone to its destination. How was it all load? I think it is the duty of the airport authorities to see that it comes back to the nearby airport or to the airport from where it had taken off. I want to know whether the government has made any inquiry, and if any inquiry has been made, what action has been taken on it. I think it was Moodle. I am not bothered about any particular airlines. I am not bothered about ABC. I am bothered about the policy and whether any action has taken against that company or not. Madam, it is very shocking to see that the policies followed from the time of independence is being given up. Nehru based his foreign policy on the preservations of India's global interest. His foreign policy principles were changing. National security was constant in Nehru's thinking, but we find that there is no a shift. The emphasis is only on regional problems when we must look at the problems on a global basis. The longest eclipse of our independent foreign policy came during Narasimha Rao's regime. Rao told his partymen that NAM had ceased to be a force after the changes in Yugoslavia, that India would never be subservient to or sit in the lap of any country, that it would not tolerate arm twisting. Soon after making this bewildering statement, he consequently steered the country's foreign policy towards getting into the good books of the United States. His government sought and abided by the advice of the United States centric World Bank IMF combined, opened all doors, windows, and ventilators to the MNCs and sought foreign investment at any cost. This was obviously not the way other nations invited foreign investment, not the way China did, not even on the basis of the elementary constant benefit calculations that guide the neighborhood Bania. The so called liberalization was done entirely in a posture or prostration. The result was an array of inessential investments were made. Full stop.